And we're on air. Hello and welcome to Decentralized Health Administration at the Ubrica Project. My name is Dr. Macharia Waruingi. I bring you critical knowledge about creating perfect conditions for much needed revolution in the health industry. Under these new conditions, universal health access will be possible. Everyone in the world, including you and your loved ones, will have access to the best health services available. Health for everyone will be of the highest quality we have ever seen in the world, and this will be affordable by all. I come to you each and every day from the Ubrica project located at 1.4 degrees south of equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. That puts us somewhere in the southwest suburb of Nairobi. And today, I'm really excited because we have great news. So I bring you a package of news and information. So, number one, Trust Wallet integrates UBN. So you can see Ubricoin in Trust Wallet and it appears in the local currency of your choice. If you're in the United States and you would see it's dollars or euros or Kenya, shillings and all that stuff. So we'll talk about that briefly. Then Bitcoin KE.io announces that Ubicoin becomes the first Kenyan coin to get listed on the coin market cap. How good is that? Ubicoin becomes the first Kenyan coin to get listed on the coin market cap. And then finally we go to heavy duty topic about funding knowledge conversion at Ubrica's Science and Technology Parks. Of course, this material is accepted from Decentralized Health Administration textbook under development by Susan Njuguna in the Ubrica Research and Development team. It's called R&D team. First, the basics. Ubrica project strives to solve three fundamental problems of health production in the world. Number one is lack of access to health services. Number two is the poor quality of medical services we're seeing across the world. And number three is high cost of medical services in most parts of the world because health is very expensive. Health care or medical care, it shouldn't be expensive. Lack of access to health services occurs when people do not have money to go to the hospital or when there are no hospitals to go to. So these are two problems we would have to solve. Poor quality of medical services, on the other hand, occurs when good knowledge to deal with medical problem is scarce. When good knowledge to deal with medical problems is scarce, it's not enough knowledge. That'd be surprising to say. How can there not be enough knowledge? Of course, knowledge is exteriorized through research, as we said yesterday, and knowledge can lack when there is no money for research. High cost of medical services, on the other hand, in most parts of the world, occurs when manufacturing of products that can be used to improve human health is stifled. That means when we cannot manufacture high quality products, and then we have to import them from elsewhere because we want to have high quality products. We solve the problem of access due to lack of money by creating Soko Janja. Soko Janja is spelled as SOKOJANJA.com, an online retail store where everyone in the world can sell what he or she has produced to increase earning power. Money in the pocket means realized access to health. Ubrica Clinics and Hospitals project ensure physical access to health services, and Ubrica Science and Technology Park creates places for translation and commercialization of new and relevant knowledge, ensuring best quality of medical services in the world. Ubrica Biomedical Industries promotes local manufacturing of biomedical products, reducing cost of medicines and medical devices, and health services in general, making health affordable. Ubricoin, which is what we are celebrating today. Ubricoin, the cryptocurrency for universal health access, underwrites the health production in Ubrica ecosystem. So there you have money. So we create money called Ubricoin, cryptocurrency for universal health access to underwrite health production in the ecosystem. You can support universal health access, and of course, you should support universal health access because it means access for you and everyone else in your family, everyone you love. So this is not something to stand by and wait for it to pass. Health never passes. Health should stay in you. So you can support universal health access by getting and adding Ubricoin in your portfolio of cryptocurrencies or getting equity in the Ubrica project. Get involved. Do not sit on the sidelines of health. Buy and hold about $10 worth of UBN every day. You know what's that going to do? It's going to build universal health access for everyone Yes, soon also you'll have lots of UBN for yourself, and you can use them for your own savings. So it's like buying into savings, which of course is going to the moon, of $10 worth of UBN each and every day, and of course you'll be good. You can also get more involved by joining the Ubricoin World Ambassador Program, where you gain deeper knowledge about Ubrica project and continually share the knowledge with people in your circle of influence. That's important. As an ambassador, you'll be the bridge between the Ubricoin, Ubrica, and Sokojanja and the rest of the world. The rest of the world is not a piece of thing. The rest of the world means people, people, humans. Yes. Thank you so much. So get involved just right now by hitting the like button to cement your support. You hit the bell button so that you can receive notifications about whatever news and comments. Also participate in the chats where your views can share your views about how we can decentralize health and medicine. Today's news. Today, we talk about Trust Wallet integrating UBN. We talk about Bitcoin KE's story on Ubricoin becoming the first Kenyan coin to get listed on CoinMarketCap, and then funding conversion of Ubrica Scientific Science and Technology Parks. First, Trust Wallet. As of yesterday, Trust Wallet completed integration of UBN into Trust Wallet itself. Now, Trust Wallet can display currencies UBN in your local currency. I mean, it's translated. For example, if you have, if you live in the, if you want to display in dollars, you can display the translation of UBN into dollars. Or if you're in Kenya, you can do Kenya shillings. If you're in Uganda, Ugandan shillings. If you're in Europe, euros, francs, yen, any currency you want. Now we have put applications to other wallets like Koinomi, Engine, and we're hoping that they are going to follow suit. But if you want to see your Ubricoin in your currency, get Trust Wallet. You can move your UBN to Trust Wallet. Of course, maybe, yeah, just import your wallet, and so you can see how much it is in Kenya shillings or US dollar. Uh, UBN is going to the moon. So if you don't have UBN, it's time to buy right now. And even if you have UBN, it's time to buy more, because by December it will be a lot of money, most likely bypassing the $1 level. And if it has bypassed $1, there's no telling why it shouldn't go to $100 per share per coin. $100 per coin, which means that it would have multiplied many times, because there are good things happening. Some of the good things happening is that the government of Kenya, or we call it the task force appointed by the president, Blockchain and Artificial Intelligence Task Force, has issued a very positive report about cryptocurrencies and blockchain in Kenya. This means that there's going to be massive awareness building, not only from the Kenyan government, but also other people involved in cryptocurrency projects here in Kenya, and of course the Ubrica team. And that awareness building is going to rally the prices of cryptocurrencies such that UBN may reach $100 by December. Yeah, December of 2019. So if the value of UBN goes up to $100, of course, it's up to us and people developing the Ubricoin project itself to make sure that it gets sticky, it sticks to the market, and of course, everyone in the nation gets to know about it. And of course, when you see other people writing about like Bitcoin KE, you get excited because Bitcoin KE reported yesterday that Ubricoin becomes the first Kenyan coin to get listed on the CoinMarketCap. And that's really good because this means that Ubricoin is getting the media attention. And that is very good. Bitcoin KE said UBN, a health utility token, has been listed on CoinMarketCap, the most authoritative coin listing site, becoming the first Kenyan, possibly African, coin to get listed on the site. The Bitcoin KE is saying that UBN is listed on CoinMarketCap and it's the becoming the first Kenyan and possibly African coin to get listed on the site. Hey, you have it. That is you have it. It's really serious stuff we're talking about here. If UBN is the first Kenyan coin and possibly the first African coin to get listed on CoinMarketCap, it means that UBN is making history day by day. And this history is what matters in terms of the volumes of trade of UBN, because it means that we're going to get a very huge uptick in the marketplace in Kenya and Africa in general, and the price of UBN. So we're very thankful to Bitcoin KE for that. And we just want to say, let us continue informing the people. We need massive, massive community education, and so that we can get uh, the, the country. Let's say we can get the money that is required to build a life science and health. Currently, the token is available by contacting Ubrica's team. Of course, you can write to us as +254 755 844 017. You can also redeem the tokens in a few outlets. The most popular one being Betty's Place in Nyeri, and that's the first business in Kenya to accept and adopt Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies for payment. Betty's Place in Nyeri. Hello, Betty. Thank you so much. And of course, you can trade UBN in so many exchanges like Phoenix Box, Fidelis, Fidelio. Yeah, Fedlio. Yeah, Fedlio is the um, exchange. You can go to um, Instant BTEX and, of course, ByTex Live. So UBN is traded in very many exchanges. And, of course, if you want to know the exchanges, you can go to ubricoin.ubrica.com and look for a tab that says Buy UBN. ubricoin.ubrica.com and get into the tab that says Buy UBN. So should you do that, you are going to get into as many as 7 exchanges where UBN is being traded, and register yourself with any one of those exchanges and start buying. This is the buying season. I would suggest that you plan to buy UBN from here to December, because as you continue buying, the UBN price is going to continue rising and rising and rising, and you'll be happy by Christmas. If you're holding several 100,000 UBNs, you'll be doing very well, because it means that the price of the UBN is going to double, or it's not just more, it's going to come back by multiples of hundreds. Yeah. So because the UBN is set to go into the moon right now, so it's up to you to beef your wallet, pad your wallet up with a lot of UBN. Get as many as you can financially before the price goes to the moon. And now let's talk about the main topic: funding knowledge conversion at Ubrica's science and technology parks. Why do we talk about science and technology parks? And why do we talk about funding knowledge? Knowledge requires money, because we know that wealth is knowledge, according to George Gilder. Let's say, according to George Gilder's information theory. You know, George Gilder is this gentleman who is a venture capitalist and has written a lot about money and, of course, technological development. His recent book he produced last year is known as The Life After Google. And about 20 years ago, he wrote another book called Life After Television. George Gilder has written about 20 books. So it's maybe good for you to start reading George Gilder, because he is very sharp guy. He's now 78 years old, not 74 years old, and he still runs the marathon. So George Gilder's information theory of capitalism says that wealth is knowledge, and learning is economic development. So economic growth, not development. Wealth is knowledge, and learning is economic growth. And of course, knowledge, as you say, we say that knowledge is money. It's the opposite. Money is knowledge, and money needs to be converted. with money. I mean, knowledge need to be converted with money. So Ubrica knowledge conversion model is designed to ensure that there are enough resources to be at the forefront of medical research and to train the best and brightest in the country, which we are not doing right now because there is no money for knowledge conversion. It's by pulling people with different skills and abilities in one place that leads to exploration of ideas and innovations within the space. Such spaces, we call them university science and technology parks. We will we will facilitate, as Ubrica, we will facilitate design, development, and implementation of 66 science and technology parks in Kenya. A science and technology park is called an STP. Money is a fuel for development in any society. Blockchain money is the only way to ensure universities and research institutes have enough financial resources to be at the forefront of medical research and continue to train the best and the brightest. Without money is all wishful thinking. Blockchain is responsible for organizing system for authority that acts as substitute for the structure of centralized system. We have set aside 6 billion UBN, 6 billion. And we're going to use these 6 billion in 4 phases to build the STPs. One phase is the design of the STP. The other phase, development of the STP. The third phase is construction of the STP. And the final phase is management of the STP. Before the real estate project takes place, we will start by identifying people, of course, through competitive grants, people who have great ideas, and just where they are, and we give them about 100,000 UBN to get started in their research. And that gives them a protected time. And when their research is done, then we'll look about how to commercialize those ideas that are coming out of that research. And then it can be translated into products, packaged, prototypes, and so all that. And then we have to ramp up manufacturing if necessary. That money is about 6 billion UBN are available for that work. Now we see a project like the Dedan Kimathi Premium Coffee Project, the Coffee Lab, qualifying for this type of work. And so we're going to be negotiating about how that would work in the future, in the near future. We also see a university like Jomo Kenyatta University of Science, Agriculture and Tech, that is JKUAT in Juja, Kenya, where they have a huge fabrication lab that produces prototypes for many products, a machinery, let's say agricultural machinery. I would say things that can be used in agriculture, in farming, let's say, and of course in food production, food processing. So food processing technology is very well developed at JKUAT, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. But the problem is that there is no money to commercialize that technology. But now that we have UBN, we must go to such universities like JKUAT and help to commercialize that technology so that it becomes available to the masses. And of course, we take pictures of all those technologies and put them on Sokojanja so that people can buy them, order them directly from sokojanja.com. These science and technology parks provide locations that foster innovations and development and commercialization of technology. Government, universities, private companies all collaborate within the STP. Science parks may offer a number of shared resources such as incubators, program and collaboration activities, telecommunication hubs, receptions, security, and among others. They also aim to bring people together who assist the developers of technology to bring their work to commercial fruition. And that's the idea. Science and Technology Park are attractive to university students who may interact with prospective employers. Apart from tenants, science parks create jobs for the local community. They are built they're built with restaurants, shopping malls, movie theaters, sports facilities, etc. Science parks catalyze innovation in the local community. And this is what we look to do. So we want to collaborate with, say, Meru University of Science and Technology. We want Chuka University in Meru. We want to go to Mombasa and do Mombasa Technical University of Mombasa. We're in Muranga, there's a Muranga University of Tech. You know, all these universities, they need money and so that they can commercialize the technologies in there. So for example, in the Western Kenya, we have Masinde Muliro University. And then here in Nairobi, we have so many like technical universities of Kenya, TUK, we call it. The University of Nairobi has so many campuses, particularly for science, technology, and medicine, biology, veterinary, all that stuff. It requires money, and we think that we have to work very closely with all those institutions, and of course, other research institutions such as Primate Research Institute, uh, just a few kilometers north of here, northwest, a few kilometers northwest of where I'm sitting right now. We have International Livestock Research Institute and so many like International Center for Insect Physiology and Ecology. Money is needed in those institutions to help our scientists to give them protected time so they don't have to go and hustle for money and then come to work. We want them to have 100% focus on what they're doing so that they can generate money. They can generate knowledge, the knowledge that we need, because where there's knowledge, when we have knowledge, we're going to be very wealthy people. And of course, that knowledge that comes out brings learning. And of course, learning is taken out of the institute of research, and that creates economic growth. Okay, that is the basic of George Gilder's theory of inf- information theory of capitalism. Now, let's see what else are the science technology parks going to do. The science and technology parks will ensure continued research as well as retain trained workforce in the country. You know that right now Kenya is bleeding of the trained workforce. We lose, for example, 51% of the doctors trained in Kenya every year. They leave the country. Why? Because there's no money. Either they stay here and they work language in poverty, and those who remain to work for the government spend their time on strike. Every year, year in, year out, we have see also university professors, those who get tired of going on strike all the time, leave the country. But if we have STPs, science and technology parks, that are well funded, no one will leave. In fact, we're going to attract a lot of those who left to come back to the nation to help. And those who like to live in good environmental conditions, such as we have here, you know, we live in the center of the earth. This is not the center, let's say, of the planet of the world, where the weather is very balanced. We don't get those bitter winters with heavy snowfall. We also don't get those scalding summers with excessive sunlight and heat. The days are balanced. If every day is 12 hour, we don't have days of 16 hours or 13 hours or 14 hours. No, 12 hours. 6 a.m. Sunrise, 6 p.m. sunset every day. So come and work here. There's UBN to help you um, get settled. Yeah, that's what we are talking about. And so we get the workforce, the best and the brightest, coming back to the nation and working here. And of course, they enjoy this amazing weather. And of course, we get the best guys coming back, the engineers and all that. They have to build the infrastructure. The road system is so bad. We have potholes the size of a volcanic crater on the roads. Yeah, yeah, because we don't have the best engineers. Also left the nation. They went to work elsewhere. Come back. There's enough money in UBN and of course other cryptocurrencies, and it's going to continue being enough. Okay, so we will strive to create health conscious communities that rewards people who provide valuable contribution to knowledge in life science and health. Through smart reward system, we will see a rise in emergence of new knowledge and solutions to most troublesome issues in health. We believe our wealth is our human resource. Pooling of people is utmost important. Bringing people back, learning is open and interactive in our science and tech parks. The process of learning is continuous. Incentives for learners enhance commitment and continuity. For continued learning, training, and retention, we have to innovate money. We have to innovate money in a very big way because we know that, as we were told by Andrew Law in 2016, when financial innovation in a field is present, large scale innovation is possible. When financial innovation in any field is present, large scale innovation is possible. So we are talking about large scale innovation. That's universal health access. It's a very, very huge innovation. That means that everyone has access to healthcare in this third world states. Yeah, this third world state, we can change that, and we shall change that because of financial innovation. Money is a key driver of innovation. Ubricoin will drive financial incentives for um, by rewarding works from STPs using UBN's smallest fraction, which is known as the brevis. We'll speak about brevis in another video. But to stimulate innovation, we'll create bounty programs to reward individuals or groups with new scientific ideas that will provide solutions to vexing problems. We'll issue tokens to people who will engage in original research, publish the results of their original research, present the results of their research in scientific conferences locally and internationally, or translate their research knowledge into commercializable products of that can be of everyday use. So we use every day to solve a problem. We To ensure security of any works, patenting and protection of both works, we shall also we shall use the blockchain itself for registration of knowledge, so intellectual property. Okay, what about decentralizing research and development? Research and development is what you call R&D. R&D. R&D is an expensive process. It is also high risk, so it requires high risk money. When it's now centralized in a few organizations that have a lot of money to afford it. So a decentralized ecosystem on blockchain will create new possibilities for funding R&D. Ubicoin is perfect source of R&D money. Let's say that we have 6 billion UBN set for that work. R&D mainly occurs in these science and technology parks. Benefits of blockchain as economics is that technology automatically enables embedded economics, which we call the crypto economics. We're going to devote one full session on crypto economics. Perhaps maybe do it tomorrow. So the economic features in cryptos can be used in numerous ways, such as obtaining more accurate costs of research, blockchain economics, as trading and accounting, as tracking and accounting, or to remunerate data contributors, using tokens, using giveaways and gifts. Ubricoin will generate economic micropayment remuneration using brevis. And brevis, you said, is the smallest unit of Ubricoin. Ubricoin will uplift organizations to the blockchain. Okay, we uplift organizations to the blockchain to escape the limitation of local jurisdictional laws. Some of our legislators create nonsense regulations that stifle development. So blockchain is able to bypass all that. Um, Extensive research will release a lot of information. This information will be shared through open source decentralized scientific journals. For each publication, Brevis and Ubricoin, Brevis, the Ubricoin's remunerative coin, will be used to reward participants in research, publication of the original works, and commercialization of prototypes. So we know that blockchain has come as a gift, big gift from Satoshi Nakamoto, and it comes to help to reformulate trust, support, relevance, and espouse shared values. Blockchain technology is a form of a universal model for record keeping and data storage and access. It is secure, decentralized, pseudonymous, and its file structure for data is good for storage and, of course, accessing. And blockchain is technology that is needed to move to the next phase of industrialization. Hmm. So let's say that we are very lucky at this time that not only do we have a technology that we can use to store information, massive quantities of information, and that's one, and we can use it also as money. This has never happened before. So get ready. You scientists, get ready with your scientific work. Get ready. Let us do this. And of course, We want to, and we hope that we can use this power of the blockchain and cryptocurrencies to stimulate knowledge production across the African continent and maybe even elsewhere in the world. And we focus mainly on health because health, as we said before, is highly centralized. Knowledge of health and medicine is only to be found in few organizations on this planet. On few, it's located in few concentrated areas, and we have not been able to distribute knowledge in health and medicine to the world. The way, say, Samsung has been able to distribute this smartphone, or the way Toyota is able to distribute vehicles all over the world. The way, telephone companies, or say the way Google is able to distribute its technical know-how. We have not been able to distribute knowledge in medicine at all. And so if you need medical care, high quality medical care, and you have money, you have to travel to Boston, or maybe the Mayo Clinic, or maybe you have to go to London. You don't have to go to London if the knowledge in medicine is well distributed. You do not have to go there because knowledge will find you right where you are. Like, I don't have to go to Boston to get this phone because Samsung is very clever. It knows that people need to speak to one another and makes the phone available all the way down to the smallest village. So if you go to Serengeti and you find Masai there, the Masai man is going to have a phone. Or you go to Nyeri and you go to Kagodoine, you're going to find people in Kagodoine have smartphones. And the smartphones, they're not necessarily cheap, but they have them. Why is it that you cannot get the same quality in medicine in Kagodoine as you would get in Boston, and you can get the same quality of telephone, a cell phone, smartphone? You can get that quality of smartphone in Kagodoine as you would have in Boston. We have a problem. Of course, also, you can get a same quality of a Toyota. Say you want whatever Toyota you want, you'll get it in Kagodoine as you would have it in Boston. Why? Because also Toyota knows something about distribution and reaching to the people and decentralizing their distribution system, like the telephone manufacturers. Google also knows. Right now, Google is can tell my location. It doesn't matter where I am. Okay, Google is able to see you even if you're in the middle of the of the rainforests. Yeah, and it's able to, of course, on condition that you have a smartphone. Even if you don't have a smartphone, well, Google location services are there in the tropical rainforest, like in the middle, and of course in Kagodoine and wherever. Why don't we have that in health? It's a big question. Why don't we have access to medical knowledge and expertise everywhere in the world? Whereas you can have access to Toyotas, you can have access to Google, you can have access to Samsung telephones, and even Nokia telephones. Even you can have these things made by private sector, made by companies all over the world. Anywhere in the world you find them. That's what we are looking for. That we find medical knowledge and medical technical know-how and people who can work on those things in every part of the world. Doesn't matter where you are, whether you're in a tropical rainforest or you're in the Sahara Desert. Yeah. So that's all for today. Finally, let's go back to the basics and say why or what are we doing at the Ubrica project? We strive to solve three fundamental problems of health production in the world. Number one is that lack of access to health services, and we're saying that we want you to have access to health services no matter where you are in the world. Poor quality of medical services, and we want you to get the best quality of medical services anywhere in the world. You don't have to be in Boston, and high cost of medical services in most of the world. We want to lower the cost of medical services. So lack of access to health services occurs when people do not have money to go to hospital or when there are no hospitals to go to. Poor quality of medical services occurs when good knowledge to deal with medical problems is scarce. We have said that we want to support university science and technology parks to generate new knowledge that can be used to deal with medical problems wherever, whenever. And high cost of medical services in the world, um, because there's no manufacturing in the local market. So high high cost occurs due to lack of manufacturing of good products. So combining the science and technology parks and biomedical industrial city will help to reduce the cost of manufacturing because we'll discover new products that are manufactured right there and there. It means that there's no transportation and all the cost is reduced. All the other extra costs that come because of lack of manufacturing are going to disappear, and then health will be affordable. Ubricoin is a cryptocurrency for universal health access, and it addresses health production in the Ubrica ecosystem. Get into the Ubrica ecosystem. You can support universal health access by getting and adding Ubricoin to your portfolio of cryptos. Buy as many as possible, as many as you can afford. And tell all your relatives to buy UBN. Get involved. Do not sit on the sidelines of health. Buy at least $10 worth of UBN every day, every single day. Should you do that, you'll be supporting health, and of course you'll be making your pocket look very good because UBN is going to the moon, as we have seen. You can get even more involved by joining the Ubricoin World Ambassador Program, where you gain deeper knowledge about Ubrica projects and continue to share that knowledge with people in your circle of influence. As an ambassador, you'll be the bridge between Ubricoin, Ubrica, Sokojanja, and the people in the world. For more information, please write to info@ubrica.com, info@ubrica.com. That's info at ubrica.com, or call your phone plus 254 755 844 017 plus 254 855 no plus 254 755 844 017 plus 254 755 844 017. And thank you so much for today. That's all we had today, and I'm sure it's going to be helpful. It's useful information. Buy Ubricoin, go to the market, buy as many UBNs as you can, and by doing so, you are going to be supporting the biggest life science and health project in the world, which is going to help to ensure universal health access.